Don't tell anyone. Now that I have a few hours on the mini excavator, I want to change the engine oil, and I also want to change the hydraulic fluid as well. I don't know what this machine was shipped with when it was new, and I just like to have something, here in the States that I know is, good hydraulic oil and good engine oil. I've already spun on some new filters, so I'll give you guys the filter number for them, but I also want to grease this machine as well. I'm not sure how well you guys are going to be able to see this. However, the engine oil filter is right down here, and that is a Napa. I'll just read it off to you. That is a Napa 1358. Filter number there. Oh boy, tough. Yeah, there you guys can see it, 1358. And then the fuel filter here is it's upside down, of course. It's a 3390. So these are well, you can see it right there actually. Napa Golds, I believe. So I will probably buy those online. Those two filters were like $40 some, and I'm going to you can just put them into a cross-reference part number chart they have on Google, and you can figure out the cross-reference for those filters and just buy them online. I think buying them online would have saved me about 10 bucks. One other thing I want to do to this machine after, if there's time, after I change the oil, grease it, and whatnot. I also bought some new stickers for this, so this is going to turn into a Caterpillar 1.8C. So on the back here, where it says Typhon, that's going to get, I'm going to remove that, and then it's going to say Caterpillar, or Cat probably, and then down here it's going to say probably Cat 301.8 or whatever. And then I'm also going to remove the arrows. That's another designation that sets a Chinese machine apart from something else, or from the name brand machines. And then I'm also going to take this off here, and there's also a Cat sticker that goes on both sides of the boom, and there's probably some more, there's a few others. And so you guys know, I had to order that box from that came the whole way from Queensland, Australia, and I'm here in Pennsylvania. Well, a lot of you know Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, and yeah, that's took a while to get there, but I think Caterpillar has some sort of thing that you're not allowed to have Caterpillar stickers bought here in the States, or the dealerships to sell them, or you have to go right to the dealership or something. So that's what I had to do. So if there's time, we'll do that as well. This is how I'm changing the oil. This is how I have the track set up. However, I would probably not recommend doing this. I'm used to having a machine with a big tail swing on it, and unfortunately the oil drain is like right here in line with the track. So I just have a this is my little makeshift, just using a paper towel holder, or a paper towel tube with a cutout in it, and then I just fold it over the end of it right there, and you can see the oil dripping. And then we didn't spill too terribly much, but the oil that came with this, it seemed like it was pretty decent oil. However, it was getting pretty dark with only about, I think I have around 7 hours on this thing. So I'm going to change it and put some good American oil in it, and let me show you that real quick. Here's the oil I'm using. It is Shell Rotella T4 SAE 1030. This is for heavy duty diesel engine. So you want to use diesel oil for this thing, because again, it is a Kubota D722, just a cute little thing. But look, it's all in written in Chinese or whatever, but it looks like that one might be American. But yeah, just 722. I don't see it written on there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Right under Kubota. D722. And that little spot right there is where you fill it. And it's a little difficult working on zero tail swing machines just because you're basically sitting on top of the engine. You know, everything would have been out here, but now it's right here. And you just flip the seat up, tip it down, and then I push the pedals forward so it kind of goes up in the V of the seat here. And then that'll give you plenty of room with a funnel to put the oil in right there, right where the shadow is, unfortunately, right there. So we'll get that filled up, and then the coolant's there. And the hydraulic oil tank is on the other side, underneath this cover right here. And I have not found a drain for that yet. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to drain that. I have this little siphon pump, is what they call them. You know, with a little, it has a, looks like a marble on the inside. And then you just shake that a few times, and you can transfer fuel and oil and all sorts of stuff with this. So I may end up using that to take the old fluid out and put the new stuff in. So, but yeah, it's not, it would have been easier to change the oil on this thing if I had turned this thing this way with the tracks over here, because you could have just slid the oil container under there. But you do have the drive motors in the way. I would imagine it would be easier. So, but yeah, I still happy with the machine. I have about 7 hours on it, and that thumb is fantastic, and the quick attach is awesome as well. And the curl is not able to overpower the thumb, which is good. So I put the thumb down where I need it and then curl into it, whatever you're picking up, and it'll pick it up. So, but yeah, pretty nice little machine so far. You know, I still have a lot of work left to do with this thing. I'm gonna, like I said, put a mower out on here, and I have like 3 or 4 lines, a choke line, a throttle line, power, and the fuel. So I have like 4 lines to run on here going up through the cab, and that's my plan for this out here. And one other reason, so the ATV trails, I think is it 50 inches wide, around 50 inches wide, and this machine, track to track over there, is 43. So I am able to, once I get the mower built and everything, I will be able to mow trails. And you can't fit a big machine down the trails unless you clear a whole bunch of other stuff, and the customer probably doesn't want that and probably doesn't want to pay for that. So that's kind of why I picked this size machine. At the time, I'm limited with the towing capacity on that truck and the weight capacity of that trailer. Now, I do have that dually diesel dump truck over there. That's an 86 F350, and that will probably be towing this excavator for a while. And who knows, at some point I may spring for a new truck if this all works out, and you know, get a brand name excavator. But again, for someone just starting out, you know, you can't beat this thing. I just finished adding oil to the engine of this machine, and again, this was a brand new 1035 quart, or actually 4 quart. Oh man, they used to be 1.25. Now they're 1 gallon. All right. So anyways, this, let's see here. This is quart on this side, and we are down to a little bit below 1. So it looks like this thing takes a little bit more than 3 quarts of oil, which actually isn't that bad. Let's fire this thing up for the first time after changing the fuel filter and the engine oil filter. So just put our key in here. And this machine, this thing is sat for a week or 2. Do I have the right key? No, I do not have the right key. Okay. 7.5 hours. All right, give her some throttle. And like usual, it fires right up. you notice there, the engine was kind of cutting out. That is because of the changing the fuel filter. I did fill it up, but you can never get all the air out, so it just has to run through the engine. I forgot to mention the socket that you need for the drain plug. Is a 14 millimeter. For those of you guys that are looking at buying one of these machines, this machine, from everything that I can tell, does not have a hydraulic tank drain to drain the hydraulic oil. I don't know what oil they put in this. It looks fine to me, but I don't know what they have over there versus what we have over here. So I am changing the oil in this, and from running my Bobcat, I learned if you take off one of these lines to the drive motors, it will drain the hydraulic tank, because these are all kind of tied together. So what I'm going to do, what I'm doing right here, as you guys can see, I have one hose off, and I think this is one of these two are pressure and return, and then this one's a case drain. So what I'm doing here is I pulled the case drain off, and I'm just letting this drain the whole tank. Obviously you're not going to drain the whole system, of course, but at least I'm going to get the tank, and it'll kind of flush things out, and we'll just kind of go from there. But yeah, that's how you drain the hydraulic fluid in a Typhon Terra XVII. So it'd be an 18 Typhon 18 Prestige with a cab, and probably the same thing, just open station one as well. Here we are a day later. The oil has finally stopped draining out of that hose right there, and this is the second pan I have for this. So now we're going to get this one and dispose of that, hook the hose back up, and then I'm going to fill this thing back up with oil, and I guess I'll take you guys around there as well. The oil fill is right in here, and this flips the wrong way. So that's diesel fuel, that's hydraulic oil. So we'll it'll be a little interesting getting this can, or this pail with a funnel and stuff up there. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do that. You know, this is the downside of having a machine with a cab, but I'm still very happy that there is something out there that will somewhat keep the dust and stuff away from me. So another thing I wanted to mention was there was some metal flake in that oil. So this machine has a screen, as far as I know. It has a screen for the hydraulic oil. So just a screen, there's no actual filter. I would prefer a filter. Here's the setup I have to fill this thing up. This is one of those siphon pumps with the little jiggler on it. It has a little metal piece at the end with the, it's like a marble, and then you just jiggle that in and out of the hole there, and then you just pump her right down right into the hydraulic tank. And boy, I'll tell you what, that is amazing. And there's no batteries that go bad and are that die and stuff. It's a very simple little setup. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned this. This is AW46 hydraulic oil. This is Harvest King, and that's what I'm using for this thing. I think it'll be fine. You know, just a regular old 46 hydraulic oil. And on the side here it says, so this is the Chinese equivalent to the American hydraulic oil, I guess. This is a YBN46 is what they say for the summer, and a YCN46 for the winter or low hydraulic temperatures. So I think this will be just fine. I got that hose back on and everything, so we're obviously not draining it back out. And if I had to guess, this tank holds probably around 5 gallons. The sight glass is right up top, and the top of the tank is about where my finger is. I know you guys can't see this very well. Can I slip my phone in there? Hey, there you go. That's not too bad. So yeah, you get to look at the inside of the machine there a little bit. So that's what the hydraulic oil tank looks like from the top. So you guys know, if you're using one of those jiggler pumps, you know, that you shake with the little marble in it to get the hydraulic fluid in there, that thing emptied, that hydraulic fluid, it's probably 60, 65 degrees out here right now. And that thing emptied probably 3.5 gallons into that tank in like 10 minutes. So just so you guys know, make sure you have someone on the far side, because as you're pouring in here, the sight glass is on the other side of the machine. You know, the sight glass is right here. Sight glass is right there, and you're in there pouring away. So, or just watching the jiggler pump, I guess. I guess you could come out, but yeah, just so you guys know, make sure you have someone here or you're monitoring that, because I spilled some hydraulic fluid and stuff on the inside down the tank. I'm real happy I was able to get this thing, and real happy and pleased with it so far. We got to figure out the tracks kind of free rolling when you go down hills and stuff. I got to figure out that, but don't tell anyone. So I finally finished changing the fluids on the Chinese mini excavator, and I have the stickers on here. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing actually looks pretty good, all dressed up in her cat uniform now. So we have 2 stickers, one on each side there. I bought the 301.8C. This machine is around a 2-ton machine, so that's close enough for me. And if you look at the Caterpillar 2-ton machine, it is more than what this one makes. So this is like one size under it. I did not have to add those stickers. Those ones were included in with the box that I got from Queensland, Australia. Here they are. There's one set, and then these ones go on the stick. But I got the big cat sticker up there, and then the other 2 on each side, and then the Caterpillar on the bottom, and then the 301.8C there, and the other cat sticker there. So you know what? I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks, you know, from back here, it really does look like a cat. Sorry, I think this is so funny. But yeah, not too bad. I'm pleased with that. You know, basically from the cab out, you know, nobody could really tell that that's you know, not a Caterpillar. Well, to the untrained eye, I guess. So there you go. That's just a look at the the new cat. Wink, wink. But no, the dead giveaways are the drive motors that are exposed, the Caterpillar 1.8C, or the 301.8C, or the 302 has the drive motors. They're sunk into the drives. And then I took off the arrows as well. That's another dead giveaway of a Chinese excavator. But you know, for someone just kind of starting out, I think we did pretty good here. I think this thing looks pretty nice. We'll do one more. I'll go the whole way around here for you. Boy, that does look like a cat, man. To the untrained eye, boy, oh boy. Well, there you go. Hopefully everyone enjoyed my video on the old 2-ton Chinese mini excavator. Boy, it does look good. It does look just like a cat. Yeah, I know this isn't a super big day for you guys, but for me, this is a real big day. Having a machine here, and something that's very, very handy and very useful, and it's brand new. At some point, I also want to put some black Rust-Oleum paint on there. The powder coat on that blade did not hold up well, and you know, get a little bit of moisture under there, and it just all kind of creeps off. So, oh well. Again, for the price of this machine, I am not complaining. One other thing I wanted to add, I did get done finished painting the blade, so the blade looks like brand new again. We have some real paint on there, some good Rust-Oleum, so that'll last the first dirt pull, or the first dirt push. It'll last the first dirt push, and that is it. But nice, looks like a nice little machine now. Painted up blade and all the cat stickers, and fancy.